Hello, everybody. I am the White Angel, and I am a conservative. So, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to talk to you about something different today. I'm going to talk to you about the fact that I actually am bisexual. This is maybe the fifth time I've come out of the closet. I'm not sure. It's been a while. And yes, I did lose friends, and I had family members at odds with me for a while. Shit got really real really fast. You know who your real friends are when you come out of the closet about basically anything. And there's some other things I could come out of the closet about too, and I don't know if I can deal with that again. I don't know if I can go through with that again. That was... But, I hate the Pride movement. It is so fucking disgusting. Voices like mine are not represented by Pride or by the leftists, because you know what? When you have friends like leftists, do you really need enemies? You know what I'm saying? They think that, if you're bisexual or gay, you think only one way, and it's only that way that they want to represent you. If they only want to represent you if you're a pervert who's into like twerking and lewd public displays and marching around doing simulated sex acts in public. Dear God, what the fuck, man? They only want to elevate the voices of the perverts? Because there's tons of LGBT people out there that are not perverts. I'm fucking sick of that shit. I'm fucking sick of the bigots on the right, and I'm fucking sick of the bigots on the left. I hate you both. I hate you both. I will light a big bonfire, and I will stick you in it, motherfucker. That is how sick of you. That is how done I am with you. I am 110% done. But we don't really have a conservative alternative to Pride, do we? No, we need one. We need one. We need an alternative to Pride that isn't, like, super perverted. We need something good. So I'm going to share with you just a little political doctrine I'm working on. A political doctrine that I think you might like. So we're going to switch the video over. Switch it. Yeah, I know, me and my shitty cell phone videos, right? My computer's not currently connected to the internet. I'm having troubles with that living out in an RV, Anyway, so here it is. This is my little political doctrine. This is my baby. It's called sex conservatism. Sex conservatism. Okay, that's just more of a working title, but I'll probably stick with it in the end. Yeah, my monitor's doing crazy stuff. I'm sorry. It says, Alternative 2. Marriage being one man and one woman, which I see as unfair and arbitrary. It's arbitrary because you're literally just gatekeeping marriage. And quite frankly, who put you in charge and gave you the job of deciding what is and is not marriage, right? That's not your fucking job. That is totally arbitrary. And it's unfair. And, and it's also alternative to LGBT pride, which is perverse and one-dimensional. It's only one voice, the voice of the perverts. Ew. It's alternative to ex-gay, which is religious zealotry and pseudoscience. It's just the newest evolution of gay conversion, which is not based on any real, legitimate science. It's based on some early, Freudian psychology stuff, which is just out of date. Woefully out of date. It's very old, pseudoscience-y. And it's just based on religious zealotry. It's Christian bigots. Then we got gay, lesbian, and bisexual perversion. That's sort of the queer culture, which is kinky and immoral, corrupts children into perverts. It's not okay. It's disgusting. Okay? It's sick. So here are some of the tenets that I've put forward as what I think is appropriate. And you can work with me on this if you want to, but I'm pretty confident in this. It says the tenets are... Sorry about the distortions on screen, ladies and gentlemen. Traditional dress. That is, men in traditional men's clothes, women in traditional women's clothes, no cross-dressing or drag outside of designated spaces such as bars and clubs, and no drag for children, only 18 plus. So children cannot do drag. Sorry about that. Desmond is amazing and RuPaul. You guys are perverts. Traditional conduct, normal speech and body language, no doing the gay voice, and no being like, it's all you, honey. Like, none of that shit. Monogamy only, one partner at a time. That's goes double for me because I'm bisexual. So if I want to date a man, it's only one man at a time. If I want to date a woman, it's only one woman at a time. Nothing else. One at a time. Traditional courtship, meaning Just regular dating, restaurants, bars, dives, that sort of thing. Nothing kinky or perverted. Public decency, sex acts remain in the bedroom. You can hold hands in public, you can kiss in public, but no lewd public displays and no BDSM at all, especially in public. No kink or queer culture. Mm-mm. Now, here's what should attract people to this. I think this will work out is self-love. It's like never give in to bigotry or hate. Don't listen to the bigots, like ever, on either side of the aisle. Like never give up on yourself, ever. Like if you're feeling down, they're getting you down, they're saying nasty shit about you, just don't ever give up. Allow yourself to be powered and fueled by defiance. Which is easy for me because I'm naturally very defiant. I can't help it. Yeah, I can be a little toxic with that sometimes. Toxic rebellion. Be like what's his face, rebel without a cause. Gather together. That is to say, have friends and allies who you know will back you up and who want the best for you. I believe that is one of Jordan Peterson's rules for life. I think I might make that part of my new reformed conservative platform as 12 Rules for Life. I feel like that is a good basis for 12 Rules for Life. I should work that into it. That would be great. Make a reading list. Yeah. Remind yourself of what you love about yourself. Like when you're feeling down, you're feeling depressed, feeling a little dirty because people are getting you down, you can always remind yourself what you love about yourself and learn to love who you are. I recommend Stoic philosophy and become a true Stoic. Look into Marcus Aurelius and those other guys. Sorry about the distorting. This is a shitty cell phone video on a computer monitor. It says, stand your ground. Never be the aggressor. Never make the first move. Self-defense only. Defend yourself without seriously harming others if you can. Get away without, causing a serious injury. Ground yourself against bigots and perverts by expressing disgust for their actions while showing respect and love toward their humanity. Look at them across the table and recognize their essential humanity and just know that they're just wrong. And let them know that they're wrong. It's like, I love you, but you're wrong. You know what I'm saying? Ask them, why do you hate me? Like if they're walking up to you and they're saying all their vitriolic shit, whether it's the perverts or the leftists or the right wing bigots, the far right, is just ask them, why do you hate me? Diffuse the situation with a vulnerable and loving turn of phrase. That should seriously throw them off balance. You can turn it around on them. Civic duties. Heterosexual couples. Reproduce. Priority 1. Remaining out of the way of homosexual couples' progress. Priority 2. Priority 3. Educate self and others on issues. And then priority 4. Adoption. Homosexual couples. Priority 1. Adoption. Priority 2. Educate self and others on issues. Priority 3. Support of heterosexual neighbors and relatives. Now, protest and marching conduct when that becomes necessary. Protest and marching conduct. No violence if it can be avoided. Let's not be like Antifa or BLM. Let's carry, shields for defense, but no weapons and no aggressive movements. If they attack you, you can defend yourself. I know boxing and a little bit of catch wrestling, so I'd be okay in that situation. No bringing guns or knives to the protest, though. Go unarmed. Take the high road. Demand attention, but show respect, i.e., be very annoying and very attention-grabbing, eye-catching. Share that message out there and make it so that they can't really ignore you. But also be very respectful about it. Don't be a jerk or be an ass. It's like, educate people on issues. When someone walks by you and they're like, oh, what's going on here? And you can be like, oh, well, blah, blah, blah. Educate people on the issue. Ignore unreasonable people. If people want to continue spewing hate or they don't want to listen and they're being totally unreasonable, just ignore them. When you're talking to a brick wall, it's time to shut up. And then finally, respond to bigotry with love and respect. Think about it. You don't put out fire by pouring fire on it. You pour out fire by pouring water or sand on it. Water being love and sand being humor. Make their bigoted talking points into a total joke. Be sarcastic. Be ridiculous. Maybe boop your nose and say honk honk clown world. respond to bigotry with love and respect. So, yeah. Be loving and be respectful. Also, maybe sometimes you need to make their talking points seem like a total joke. Because, you know, being humorous and making their talking points into a joke takes all the power away from them. Hurt you. They can't hurt you if you're treating them like a joke. So there you go. It's not fully developed yet. I still got some more ideas. This is the framework I'm working from. So I would love any contribution anyone had. This is sex conservatism. This is the little conservative alternative to pride I came up with. I think you'll like it if you're into that sort of thing. You know, and if you're one of these bigots I'm talking about, this is not for you. So, like, fuck off or whatever. Okay? We can't fully explain the existence of homosexuality or bisexuality, but I can tell you now it is not a choice. I did not choose it any more than you could choose your heterosexuality. In fact, I don't think I even discovered I was bisexual until I was about 21 years old. Or about that. That was probably the first time I had any sort of serious crush on a guy. And some of my past thoughts and behaviors suddenly made a lot more sense. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, some of the thoughts I had when I was 12. But, needless to say, it's like, you know, as a teenager, it was like, sex. I just want to get shit done, but I keep having inconvenient reactions to things. How annoying. You know, I was very driven by other things, either by academics or video games. I either wanted to get through my schoolwork or just play a video game all day. Sex was a nuisance. I hated it. You know, having those kinds of thoughts. But, you know, at the end of the day, I couldn't totally help it. Still can't totally help it now. When it comes right down to it, you know, I didn't choose it. It just occurred to me one day. It's like, shit, I'm attracted to guys. Yeah. You know, and then coming out of the closet, oh my God. It's just, you know, lost friends. A couple of those friends came back into my life recently. Maybe the universe decided I'd suffered enough and sent some sunshine my way. That honestly feels pretty nice. So when it comes right down to it, you know, it's like, oh, you chose it, it's a sin. That's fucking bullshit. You don't know that. You're just saying that shit out of ignorance. You don't know nothing. You're an ignorant jackass. You're an ignorant jackass who came out of the womb of an ignorant jackass. And then when you decide to have a kid of your own, you raise them to be another ignorant jackass. All just a bunch of donkeys collectively going, ee-ah, all day long, my boy. All day long, my boy. You don't know shit. If you ask LGBT people about their experiences, are you actually listening to their experiences? Or are you just kind of projecting what you expect of them onto that person? Creating a straw man in your own mind and burning it down in effigy? Yeah, so think about that for a bit. Ask yourself one simple question. Are you ignorant? And be honest with yourself. Are you ignorant? Do you know everything you need to know about the situation? Do you know what it's like to be LGBT? Do you know the extant science on the matter? Chances are you probably don't. In which case, it is time to brush up on it, my dude. It is time to brush up, my boy. Anyway, welcome to the Reformation.